Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be in your presence. And as I share with you about my life, allow me to welcome the woman who has made the leader in me into the room, my mother. Ikelele iyo yelele mama ikelele iyo yelele mama ikelele iyo 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 yelele mama ikelele iyo yelele mama ma oh mama, do not leave me, ma. Desperate, lonely, and confused. Don't let death take you. Fight for your rights, ma. Oh dear, come back. I'm left with memories of the past and responsibilities of the future. Alas, alas, all that starts well ends well. Pure blasphemy, lies, nonsense. For it all began well with Pa and Ma sailing in the same ship with a gorgeous wedding. Flowers, presents, songs, and most of all, a wedding ring. Those were the happy moments. The second celebration after birth. Gone is the day, and coming back, it won't. What does a man want? What wins a man? I'll be glad to know. I will search for an answer. Up the mountains, down the valleys, across the bridges, until lastly I get. Dad never came home late. Never, unless with a reason. Then bang! It began. Coming home late, drunk, annoyed, hot-tempered, hot tempers everywhere. Dear Paul could say, Ma, please, the children, what will they say? We need to be a good example for, but before she could finish, Pa was on her. Woman, woman, mind your own business. What have I to do with women, daughters, wives? Shut your beak, or else the gate is open. But Paul, did you hear me? Out! Like a donkey, the beast of burden, her pleas went to the wind. It was slaps, kicks, and all those, leaving Ma dejected and lonely, with no one to turn to, only her children, who cried and mourned with her. Then came the second wife, the star of Africa, her lips clotted with blood, with fried hair and painted nails. Moreover, with a tube-like skirt, who could walk with a swing, left, right, left again, and right, and turned to Pa and talked to him in a foreign language. And they laughed, sending tricks of fear in Ma's spine. Not a month later, the whole left Pa in hospital, in bed, with Ma trying fruitlessly to save the situation. AIDS. AIDS. You are not meant for us. Go. Go to where you came from. No one invited you, and none needs you in our midst. Go. And here is Ma again, leaving me with the children to feed, to clothe, and to comfort. Lord, God, why should I suffer so? Why should I go through all this? Take this cup of suffering away. Lord, how should I appease you? Which sacrifice do you need? Only to return Papa and Mama and promise to murder AIDS. Yelele mama, ikelele iyo. Yelele mama, Ma, may God rest your soul in peace. Bye. Ma, Mama, thank you. The story that I've shared with you, ladies and gentlemen, is the story that many of you have heard. The story of pain, the story of a lot of cries, the story of women in many villages in Africa. Women like my mother, women whom, if they had income in their hands, they will not have endured abusive relationships. If they had income in their hands, and if they had savings in their bank accounts, they will know well to secure their dignity, their integrity, and to protect their children. That is the story of my life and the story of my mother. I am glad that as I stand before you this day, I am looking back to my mother's life, a woman of great power, a woman who endured a lot of adversity so that I may find liberty. A woman who was not able to break the glass ceiling, but who today is smiling, looking down at me and saying, I have done it through my daughter. Out of the pain of my life, I got to a point that I said, Lindy, you have a choice. You have a choice to either bury your head into the whole of pity and pain, or stand on that platform of HIV and AIDS, look at it head on and say, AIDS, you will not decide how my future will be. That I will be able to find power in the pain that I have gone through. That is why today I so honorably share with you the story of these wonderful women. Women like my mother, women like myself, from the villages of Kenya, who have stood up to say, we are going to turn our pain into power. Early this year, through the organization that I founded and I'm running, Project Africa, we established a project called the Lady Mekanika Project. When I shared about my community, about how much a woman can do, many of the people told us that women need to be in the kitchen, women need to be in the homes, and women need to listen to their husbands and say nothing less. But when I spoke to the women themselves, they say that the only thing that I know will get me out of the situation that I am in is that I will be able to get out of my house, find a skill to do, create a business out of that skill, and be able to take care of my children. The moment that I heard about this, I immediately saw the picture of my mother, a vulnerable woman who says, I can turn my vulnerability into a victory. On the International Women's Day, the 8th of March, we launched our Lady Mechanics training program, recruiting 30 women from the slums of Nairobi, women who are suffering and living positively with HIV, women who have been battered and have been beaten and have been told that nothing good can come out of them, young women who have taken the responsibility of being heads of households because their parents are no more. And we put them together in this wonderful program called the Lady Mekanika Project and said, we believe that we too can be car mechanics. The first program to be done in Kenya. And yet, today as I stand before you, the women are so enthusiastic and going for their examination. Some of them having been absorbed by the companies that are in Kenya as motor dealer companies. Some of them have been able to be taken up by garages in the community. And in every garage where they have been working, the male counterparts who have been training them have declared that they have never seen a breakthrough in their businesses as the time that the women have been with them in those businesses, learning. It is a story of breakthrough. And we are going further. We are looking at our successes and saying, we know that there are many more lady mechanics in different villages in Kenya, that we can turn around this tradition that has been said that only men can be able to do career A, which is car mechanics, career B, which is being masons and contractors of buildings, career C, which is this and that. And women can only sit in the kitchen and worry about their problems. We are coming out of our doors, we are coming out of our cocoons that we have been put in, and we are saying, surely we can do this business as a unit, and we can do this business because we have what it takes. 2012 is just a couple of days from now. Our next goal is to establish a lady mechanics auto clinic. Already, we have registered the business and we are ready to go. With the little equipment and materials that we have, we have said that we are not going to sit in our homes. We are going to go out and put our skills into use. But what are the challenges of women who want to engage in business? Women who are just not my mother, but women who are Lindy. Many are the times that when we are giving, and I am saying this because I appreciate the power of microfinance, because it has turned around the lives of many women in Kenya. Women like my mother. Women who now can be able to sit by the roadside and sell tomatoes and maybe buy a sewing machine and be a seamstress. But that is not all that we are. Out there are many Lindys who are social entrepreneurs, thinking outside the box and not thinking micro. We are thinking macro. There are women out there who are saying, don't just give me a little portion of the cake, $100 to invest in my business. There are women out there in Africa today who are saying, give me, dare me, and give me that $100,000 and I will be able to put it into a business. I will change my life, I will save, and I will bring along several other women with me. That is the challenge that I have been given by the women in Kenya, the Lady Mechanics, to bring as a message to you today. They are saying that don't look at us as those women who are incapable, because we surely have what it takes to turn around the economy of the world. When the Lady Mechanics Auto Garage is created, we are going to have at least 18 women working in the first center in January. And another 30 young women will be enrolled in training to be apprentices. We can do it together. We can make a change. We can shift the paradigm. We can surely see women getting out of their homes. And that is the reason why today I stand with the voices of the women in Kenya. And I am saying to the government of Kenya, to the people of Kenya, to those who dare to hear the voice of a woman from the grassroots, that it is time that policies and legislation has to be made to favor women to do profitable enterprise in the grassroots of Kenya. That is why I'm running for office. Thank you very much.